Kangaroo leather, internal support cage, fit mesh lining, Flyknit, Flywire, ACC, Nike skin, Nike grip, hyper stability, Nike, just do it. All on one boot. What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new 2018 World Cup Nike Just Do It pack colorway of the Tiempo Legends 7 Elite, my personal favorite boot out of the entire Nike World Cup pack for fairly obvious reasons. These things look absolutely incredible. We'll take a closer look at the details and colorway in today's video, as well as of course go over the tech specs, as well as how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video, and if you are interested in a pair for yourself, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $230 retail price. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to support it with a like, and if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Included only with the top end models in the Just Do It pack is this special box with the Nike Soccer, Nike Football branding written in all kinds of different languages. Here's a quick look at the label for those that care. Something you also get exclusively with the top end models is of course the string bag with that same graphic you find on the box in white and silver with blue hero strings to match the boots themselves. Really good looking string bag. Final score 9.1. 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. Moving on to the colorway, I think these look absolutely incredible. I'm always a sucker for white leather boots, and the blue accents, especially this blue chrome sole plate, I think looks absolutely incredible. The major downside here though is the fact that these are gonna be next to impossible to keep clean. As you see them right now is not how they're gonna look after a few wears. I almost guarantee it. Even if you clean them every single time you use them, white leather is always going to show stains, especially over time. Luckily, there's not much white stitching, which does make things a little bit easier. You have Nike skin covering the Flyknit at the rear of the shoe, so that's not gonna be too bad as long as you wipe them down regularly, but you have white laces and exposed white Flyknit in the tongue area, which will be next to impossible to clean. Not to mention they've gone with a suede heel liner, which is typical of a Tiempo Legend 7, but it's white in color. That's gonna stain and look dirty very, very quickly, which will have a pretty dirty appearance around the ankle area, more so than I think you might expect. So just be aware of that if you plan on picking these up. I personally don't think that dirty white boots look that bad, but if you're not a fan of having your boots look like they're absolutely destroyed and super, super dirty, probably not a good option for you. As far as accents go, I really like what they've done here. The signature color for the Just Do It pack for the Tiempos is what they're calling Blue Hero. So you have it in the Flywire cables on either side at the top 3 lacing positions. Of course, the outline of the Nike swoosh on both the lateral and medial side, with the swoosh itself being filled in this metallic gray color that looks quite good. You also have a metallic gray swoosh right here on the tongue, your Flyknit and ACC branding in gray, and then of course on the back, you're gonna find the Nike swoosh, the Tiempo branding, and then exclusive to the top end models is going to be this triangle right here made up of 32 lines representing each team participating in the 2018 World Cup. And then if you look even closer, white on white, you can see that same graphic that's featured on the string bag and the box itself. Moving on to the sole plate, this to me just looks fantastic. They've gone with chrome sole plates for the entire pack as far as top end models go, but this blue chrome looks incredible. Pretty much the same finish we saw on the blue and black Flyknit Ultras that came out not too long ago as a limited release, but this blue chrome finish looks really, really good. Has this kind of color changing effect to it, a little bit of purple in there, I would say, and you can see it's kind of like a white chrome around the edges, which is a nice little extra detail. Keep in mind though that this is a wearable finish. It does come with a warning sticker letting you know that this finish will flake off over time, but of course is not going to impact the overall performance of the shoe in any way at all. Will it impact the looks? Probably. What color is underneath? That I'm not entirely sure. Either way, once you start wearing these, they're gonna look really, really dirty and not nearly as nice as they look right now. But out of the box, I think that these look absolutely incredible. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. When it comes to performance, as you guys saw in the intro, while the Tiempo Legend 7 Elite is kind of listed as a heritage boot, it's popular amongst defenders, not because of boots by position. There's not really much truth to that at all, but mainly because this is arguably the most protective boot from the Nike brand, which would be ideal for a defender if that's something that you like. If you're a defender and you want to wear Mercurial Vapor, hypers that have no protection, go for that as well. It really is personal preference at the end of the day. But despite being labeled as kind of the more old school option within the Nike brand right now, this is probably the most technologically advanced boot they have in terms of all the features being combined on one single boot. Kangaroo leather, super soft touch, very comfortable feel. No stitching, of course, because it has an internal support structure, as well as a fit mesh lining material that adds even more structure in the forefoot toe box area. It incorporates Flywire cables and Flyknit through the midfoot to really stabilize that area of the shoe, making these much more responsive than the average Kangaroo leather shoe. It does have a one-piece enclosure, with the middle part being filled in with an elasticated Flyknit that actually works extremely well with the overall design. It's got one of the best heel liners in the business, a pretty decent insole as well, internal plastic heel counter, standard low cut, which I think is fitting for this particular shoe. ACC all conditions control if that's something that is important to you. It's a wet control element. I personally don't think it does much of anything at all. And then the hyper stability sole plate, which sounds really fancy, but honestly this just feels like a regular flexible soft sole plate that feels very natural, works with the boot quite nicely, and a stud pattern that is kind of the same that we've always come to expect from the Tiempo line, but a little bit more aggressive, which is not a bad thing at all. Plus, not to mention, these things in a size 9.5 US are gonna weigh in at about 7 to 7.5 ounces, which is much lighter than the average boot of this style, especially considering how comfortable and how solid these feel. I don't want to go over specific details in this video, but if you do want to learn more about them and you want to see the shoes in action, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to the playtest video that I made on my channel for the Tiempo Legend 7 Elite. You get to see them in action. I go over everything you could possibly want to know, and you'll get a really good idea of what these things are all about. So as you can see, I swapped out the stock white laces, which look good, but they're gonna get dirty really quickly, for some light blue reflective SR4U replacement laces, which accent perfectly with all the blue bits you find on the shoe. I think it looks really, really good. Plus, it sets you apart from everybody else who's inevitably gonna have these Just Do It pack boots with white laces. So if you are interested in a pair of replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen, as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. On feet, the Nike Tiempo Legend 7 Elite is really comfortable out of the box. Obviously, it's a leather shoe, and any leather boot is going to soften up as you wear them in. These will be the same, but as far as actually breaking them in and them being uncomfortable at first, that's generally not going to be the case for most people. The heel liner is one of the best out there as far as overall comfort is concerned. Lots of padding, really good lockdown. The shoe feels remarkably secure given the style of shoe that it is, because of the Flyknit through the midfoot, as well as those Flywire cables and all the supports they have working with the Kangaroo leather that is otherwise very soft, very flexible, and only gets softer and more flexible as you break them in. Of course, leather will stretch a little bit to the shape of your feet as well, although they won't overstretch, which is a common problem with a lot more old school leather shoes. As far as width is concerned, these will fit most people. It's probably the widest on offer from the Nike brand right now, especially after some break-in time once leather has stretched a little bit. So these will fit just about anybody. And even if you do have more narrow feet, I still think you'll be able to fit pretty comfortably in these given the shape that they have and the fact that they won't overstretch. Once you tie the laces tight, they should fit nice and snug. And as far as sizing is concerned, they run about a half size small. It's been the case with the Tiempo line for the last couple of years. So instead of my usual size 9, I'm wearing these in a 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going a half size up in order to achieve the best possible fit. In conclusion, they look fantastic, but will not maintain that look due to being mostly all white. This is still my personal favorite boot on the market. I love the Kangaroo leather feel, but at the same time, they're lightweight, they're responsive, they have more aggressive traction than you might expect based on how they look. And it's just one of those shoes that does everything extremely well. It's actually pretty hard to criticize. So if you're looking for something with the softness of Kangaroo leather, but with all the modern tech and performance benefits that you would expect from a shoe in 2018, then you should definitely take a look at the Nike Tiempo Legend 7 Elite. Anyways, guys, that is it for my review. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support it with a like. If you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, again, you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $230 retail price. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Oh, something's wrong. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. All my social media information is linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.